WTC7 was a significant part of your argument. I don't know, and obviously this may be an answer in itself because of the lack of information provided by the normal media. I don't remember anything about it.
No, listen, can I just ask a question? Before tonight's meeting, how many people have heard of Building 7? That's probably about a It's been rebuilt. Yeah, I know it's been rebuilt. Yeah. Building 7, as I say, if a 47-storey building collapsed for no apparent reason, let's be clear about this, there is no apparent reason for this one because the FEMA report says, tries to speculate for some kind of fuel in the basement which was lit. But of course, we're back to say problems about fuel that burn hot enough to melt steel. And they actually admit there is a very low probability of this occurrence happening, i.e. it's highly unlikely. So even the official report accepts that the collapse of Building 7 is a mystery. Then again, the official report never looked at controlled demolition. If they looked at controlled demolition, of course, it would no longer be a mystery. Because you can see the way the building collapses, it starts to go in the middle. And of course, it's the classic sign of controlled demolition because it means that the building implodes, it falls on its own footprint. We even have Larry Silverstein, the owner of the site, saying on PBS a year after 9/11, the decision was made to pull the building. Pull is an industry term for a controlled demolition. The evidence is all there. It's all public record. Anybody can see it themselves. Yes,
the thing is, from another point of view, I can see it's like, well, if we believe the standard interpretation of things, that it was pulled down because of safety reasons.
But they had to have the explosives.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm not saying it wasn't, obviously.
If you want to pull the building down to 5 o'clock, that's usually 4 hours of period. Why do you put bombs in it?
But the link isn't the link going into the Twin Towers. That's what we're going into.
What we're saying is that
that happened, then it was happening in the Twin Towers as well.
yeah, but I'm saying there's other evidence in the Twin Towers, like the satellite images and taken.
Yeah, no, I was saying that.
Yeah.
I don't quite see the logical link between the two things. It's almost like.
Well, no, what we're saying is there was a controlled demolition of all 3 buildings.
Well, I didn't see it reported. I mean, WTC7 was
Well, we've seen it on there. We've seen the footage of it going down on there, and it's showing you that I've read about it in many places. It did go down that afternoon at 5:20. And basically, there is no reason for it coming down. But once there's a controlled demolition of the building, on site, you can suspect there's been other controlled demolitions. So it's absolutely clear you can't bring a building that's 47 stories down, put explosives in it that day. It has to be done beforehand, basically.
It was also in quarters, wasn't it? It was Giuliani's sort of bunker, emergency bunker was in the building, plus various security agents in the FBI, CIA, had offices there. Plus they kept the records for insider trading investigations from Wall Street, and they were all around people that day.
What you're saying is so the Americans can swim on a significant building.
But it's only significant because it was actually this command and control centre.
Yeah. I think they destroyed the forensics, basically, in the control centre. But what question your point is, I mean, if the building comes down by controlled demolition in the centre of New York, that's always suspicious, that's an act of terrorism. Beyond that payment.
Well, the Twin Towers came down and killed 3,000 people.
Yeah.
Would have been in the WTC7?
No, it's been evacuated.
Well, yes, obviously it was a job.
Yeah. But
this
this
in itself proves it.
All of incriminating evidence.
No, it establishes the point that a building was brought down by controlled demolition that was not hit by a plane. Yeah? Yeah. But that then leads people into thinking, well, there's no explanation for this building. Perhaps the explanation of it falling down may be the same as for the Twin Towers. That strikes me as logical, basically. And if you look at the way the Twin Towers come down, it's absolutely clear that it's not falling on each other. You see dust being literally fired out like a giant firework. The physical effects of floors collapsing on each other would, of course, create a vacuum. So that thing would be drawn downwards. And what we see, in fact, is the dust being shot upwards. So it's clearly an explosion, not the falling masonry of the floor, basically.
The question back is CIA.
Yeah, thanks, Ben.
It was a CIA building that imploded, and they were owned by the port authorities who got paid $13.6 billion, I believe, to Larry Silverstein. And he only insured it a month before for $3.2 billion, I believe. And this was because they had to do all the cladding on it, which would have cost them $12 billion to do, each the North Tower and the Tower. And this was to cause the port authorities, and Larry Silverstein went to 69 Club Manhattan Club in New York, and got paid a very well, for that due. And
the site a month before, and you're absolutely right, for 3.5 billion. You then tried to claim 7 billion on the grounds there being 2 separate terrorist attacks on the site. Shows truth, if nothing else. And in the end, the jury awarded only 2.2 billion, basically. But he certainly bought the site about a month beforehand. And what the problem was, of course, is the building was going to be renovated because it was full of asbestos. And that's one of the reasons why the buildings were brought down, was to save them that particular expense. But of course, as a result of that, there are now many people in New York suffering from respiratory problems and so on. I've actually met one. You know, people who with very fit and healthy lives prior to 9/11 can now barely walk down the street. And again, this is something that's not being covered in the mainstream media in the US.
Question at the back there, somebody.
What do you see the next items on the agenda for the New World Order? How soon? And how can, given that these powers, they have so much